Hey, um, sales isn't just about skill. It's really about mindset as well. The most successful salespeople that I've ever met, they possess this unshakable inner drive. It's more like a relentlessness that just keeps them moving forward no matter the circumstances. And, they know how to weather the uncertainty, the setbacks, the chaos that organizations just throw their way. The worst sales environment I ever worked in was this just chaotic mess of instability. Um, Sales targets were never finalized until April. So the first 4 months of the year, just aggravating and aimless. In fact, it was just demoralizing. The compensation plans were changed every year. And of course, never to the salesperson's benefit. They just slowly capped the salesperson's earning potential. They set targets that were just seemingly arbitrary. Sales territories were shifting all the time, and the product set was oftentimes more of a promise than reality. They had no enablement tools. CRM was just a disorganized finance tool rather than being a really powerful weapon for salespeople. And despite all that dysfunction, the sales team managed to grow every single year. And a handful of people, and it's usually the same people every year, they consistently met and surpassed their targets. How did they do that? They had a powerful mindset. They just refused to let that chaos define their performance. Um, they found ways to thrive where most people would just give up. It was really a testament to their power of individual determination and resilience. Great sales executives don't wait for a target to give them purpose. They already know what to do. They sell. So targets are important, right? They just give you some structure, some clarity, a finish line, but they're not what drives the best salespeople. Uh, a truly great sales executive is somebody that's driven by something internal. They have this desire to excel. They want to solve problems. They help clients and their prospects to actually achieve goals. And as I sit here in the professional services environment, where a lot of the sellers are also doers, that mindset's very, very important. It's just so easy for a seller doer to get caught up in the execution side of the business. And then they neglect to go out and hunt for new opportunities. But the relentless sales executives that I've met, they understand that selling is a constant. It's not about waiting for perfect conditions or clear targets. It's an everyday opportunity to keep momentum going. So, at its core, sales is really about finding problems and solving them. It's about helping people and organizations to move forward. And this perspective shifts the focus. It shifts the focus from quotas and commissions to something that's just far more meaningful, and that's impact. Thinking about like critical questions. This is what's on the mind of problem solving sales executives. What challenges are your prospects facing? What goals are they trying to achieve? And then how can you and your organization help bridge that gap? How do you help them overcome the challenges to meet the goals? That mindset is what fuels the relentless salesperson. It's the thing that keeps them engaged even when external factors like bad economy, late targets, organizational dysfunction threaten to drag them down. You could be really, really skilled, but no sales executive is going to thrive on that skill alone. Without that mindset, even the most talented salespeople are going to falter when times get tough. Relentlessness comes from this belief that success isn't handed to you, even if you're talented. It's earned through your effort, your creativity, your persistence. Um, there's three things that come to mind. It's a drive to sell as much as you can, regardless of the target. It's a resilience to push through obstacles, whether they're external or internal. And there's this discipline to stay consistent even when your motivation wanes. Those are the three qualities that separate the good salespeople from the great salespeople. Now, in the research business that we work in, most of the folks that I deal with are seller doers. And this mindset of relentlessness is especially critical in this world where salespeople wear multiple hats. I mean, all seller doers face unique challenges of balancing the delivery with business development. But when selling's deprioritize, um, they they risk falling into this really dangerous spiral. It starts with focusing on the comfort of doing while the pipeline of opportunities are shrinking. And as this happens, what I've seen is that they lean even more into project work to stay productive. They want to they want to feel that they're doing something of value. And because um, the existing project work is there in front of them, that's where they lean into, and then they neglect their sales efforts. And the longer that this cycle continues, the worse it gets, leading to just a steady decline in new business opportunities. The most successful seller doers break the spiral by maintaining that relentless focus on growth. They're approaching every client interaction, whether that's a delivery interaction or a sales interaction or just a, a pass down the street interaction. They approach every one of those interactions with curiosity. Is there another problem we could solve for this client? What's next for their business? How can we be part of it? And who else in this client's network might need what we offer? Embedding those types of questions into a seller doer's mindset ensures that selling's always happening. It becomes a reflex. Even during your busiest seasons, if those are flowing through your mind, it gives you a proactive approach that keeps your pipeline healthy. So, as an organization, you want to learn from this mindset as well. Instead of relying just on quotas as your external motivators, they should be encouraging their sales teams to cultivate this inner drive. And what does this mean? You want to provide clarity. Even when targets are delayed, communicate expectations and goals to give the team direction. Continuously emphasize purpose. Remind your sales teams that their work is more than hitting numbers. It's about creating value for clients. And then foster resilience. Celebrate wins, learn from losses, create a culture where effort is recognized as much as results. So whether you're a pure salesperson, a seller doer, or a leader of sellers, the lesson is clear. You cannot wait for perfect conditions. You cannot let external factors drag you down or distract you from your mission. The relentless sales executive, the relentless organization keeps moving forward, focuses on solving problems, creates value, and in the end drives results. In sales, as in life, relentlessness wins. Thanks. Look forward to talking to you soon.